Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Hen's Tooth Cafe. Today on the menu is the Dunlop GCB-95O. O for Octave Wah. Octave Wah. No, it does not do pitch stuff. It's basically it's a wah pedal with a fuzz circuit built in, but an octave fuzz. The octave is not really overwhelming, which on the good side means that you can get away with playing chords, and they'll still sound like chords. A lot of octave pedals, when you lean too far to the octave, boosting the octaves, they tend to dirty up the chords, and you get a bit of a ring modulation sound out of it when you play especially complex chords. So this one is it has a hint of octave in the fuzz, nothing overwhelming, but good raunchy fuzz. You have your wah on and off switch like a normal Dunlop pedal, and you got some extra stuff on the side here. You have the on off for the fuzz, you have the fuzz gain, and you have the fuzz side volume. The interaction right now, somebody had noodled around inside this pedal, and it didn't come to me with the original pots. But I traced out the circuit, and UK Toe Cutter was gracious enough to draw out the schematic for me from my chicken scratchings and pictures. So I had some information from a tech over at Dunlop that told me what the proper pot values are. So which are 22K for the fuzz and 470K for the volume. I didn't have anything close to that, and that's why when I first got the pedal, the interaction here with the pots was really wonky, and the volume difference between fuzz, no fuzz, and wah, no wah was really off. So right now I still don't have the proper values, but I have values that are much closer. I have a 25K for the fuzz and a 500K for the volume. I have the proper Omeg pots coming from the UK. They're British potentiometers, European values. We don't normally see 22K and 470K here on this side of the pond. So there you go. So we've got the pedal going straight into my trusty Ampeg G212. Got my Fender Mustang Bastard Caster. On the bridge humbucker pickup. So we'll go just into the wah. It's got a 100K hot pots in there. Dunlop pot, and it's got a pretty decent sweep. I don't know if that's. It doesn't look to me as if that the hot pots is the original pot in there either. The way it's done inside, there's actually two boards. There's a main motherboard with all the transistors and a bunch of chips in there for the octave and the switching and whatnot. And then there's a little child board, which looks to me like the pot was actually hard soldered onto the child board, and then that was plugged in there, and that carries the LEDs as well. It looks to me like somebody had taken the original pot off and wired in the hot pots. So that's another enigma that I need to figure out whether that 100K is a proper value in there or not. But it sounds pretty good though. Okay, so we're going to hit the little side switch here. That turns the fuzz on. So that's the fuzz wide open. I'll just turn it down to minimum. Just a little, just a tiny hint of fuzz there. And if we go to the neck pickup and the tone down, we can just hear the octave kind of punching through. Like I said, it's not an overwhelming fuzz octave, I mean, by any stretch of the imagination. We'll put it up to halfway here. And there the octave is a little more pronounced. Turn the wah on. And we'll punch it right up here. It's got pretty good sustain, I must admit. And the volume basically is the volume just for the fuzz. It does not affect the non-fuzz part of the wah. But there's a little bit of an interaction going on between the two pots, so you kind of have to find a sweet spot to balance out between the wah side and the fuzz wah side. Because if I'm in wah now with the fuzz, and you hear that it's a really big boost when I kick off the wah. Pickup. So again, that might be I'm that little volume issue that I'm having might be again that I'm using a 25 and a 500 instead of a 22 and a 470. So it might be that once I get the 470 ohm pot, it's also going to change the resistance to ground a little bit, and that might just be all that's missing to really even out the volumes between the two. or I might have to go digging in there and change a resistor, who knows. But that's basically a demonstration of the Dunlop GCB-95O. I got really lucky. I read about it on one of the forums, and I think 2 days later one popped up on eBay for a decent price. So I jumped on it. I figured it'd be since there's like zero information guts wise about it, it'd be a good opportunity to open it up and get it all traced out for posterity. So there you go. Off to see how the fuzz cleans up from the guitar volume. Not that great, but hey, we tried it. Hold on, let me try the bridge pickup with the volume up. No difference. Doesn't clean up that well. But it's not a fuzz face, so what can you do? So there you go. The Dunlop GCB-95O Crybaby Octave Fuzz. Kind of rare. That's why it's here on the Hen's Tooth Cafe. Well, have you all good day. See you later.